What if I told you that everything you do, from chasing success to sabotaging relationships, is driven by just six invisible forces, forces so powerful they shape your destiny without you even knowing it? Today, we're not just talking about motivation, we're uncovering the blueprint of human behavior that can either make or break your life, ready to take back control. For someone like you, Tony, that you have the relationship with somebody you're helping, what feedback do you give as you're going through it? Like, hey, I helped this client out, we went through this. How do you manage that relationship when they end up making bigger mistakes in their lives later on? How do you manage that relationship with them then? Life-changing mistakes, yeah? Well, it depends on whether or not they're wanting help at that stage. I've been put in really interesting situations throughout my life. The answer to the question is, people have a nature. The best you can do is help them maximize their nature. We have different needs. So, another typology. We need certainty, we need uncertainty variety, we feel alive. Too much certainty, you're bored. Too much uncertainty, you freak out. We need to feel significant, like we matter, like we're important to somebody. We need to feel the feelings of love and connection. We need to grow. We need to contribute. These are six human needs, but we don't all value them equally. Some people value certainty the most, and they live a very different life than somebody who wants variety. They're going to jump out of a plane. This person's never going to jump out of a plane. The two most valued in our culture today are significance and certainty because of social media. Trying to be significant even if you're not. Change your pictures, change your story. That's why young girls get on there, and they have this comparison to something that's completely false, and they get depressed because it's not real. Everyone needs significance. But when it's at the top of your list, you either have to lie to yourself or push yourself at unbelievably intense levels, because you're always comparing. If love is your driving force, you're always connecting. If certainty is your driving force, you're trying to keep things the same. Except life isn't the same. Significance as the #1 need is a problem. Because of social media, significance has become the top drive, not only in men usually driven by testosterone, but also in women. And then we want certainty. But the only thing that's certain is change, right? Most people are unhappy today because they either lie to themselves or surround themselves with people they feel more significant than, so they can feel important. Of course, you want to be significant. You are significant. But demanding significance is different than becoming significant, by contributing massively to a human being, or because someone feels your love. When someone feels completely loved and respected by you, you become significant in their life. The #1 thing I hear from famous people, I won the Academy Award, I did all this stuff. They're unhappy behind closed doors. The conversation we have is they really wanted love, but they thought, if I'm significant enough, I'll be loved. But now everybody wants something from you. I'm sure you experience this. I do as well. But I expect it. It's not a big deal. I love giving people what they want as much as I possibly can. Someone wants a picture. Someone wants a conversation. I'm happy to do it. But when you're with your family, these people would say, I'm with my family. And the people interrupt our dinner. They just want what they want. They don't even know who I am. They thought by being significant, they'd get love. But by being significant, they're just getting more demands, and it makes them miserable. So to answer your question, it depends on where they are and what they need. I'm there to try to help wherever I am. I'm not there to take responsibility for everything the person will ever do in their life. The media might try to do that. They did that to Mike. It's absurd. In regards to Kanai and Kim, how different was that? Kan is a very unique human being, to say the least. The two of them have similar need structures, but they have different ways of meeting them. You can become significant by working harder than anybody else and building the tallest building in town, or you can blow up everybody else's building. It doesn't take a lot of intelligence. Now you have the tallest building, you're the significant one. You can tear other people down. Everyone meets their needs in different ways. Osama bin Laden and the policemen and firemen who gave their lives on 9/11, they ran into the building knowing they could die. Why? Because their lives were about service, contribution, and significance. But their rule to be significant was to be a hero. I'd be willing to sacrifice my life to save a stranger. You can meet your needs in positive ways, negative ways, or neutral ways. Osama bin Laden, one of 20 children, had to fight for his father's attention. He became significant overnight when he used his father's wealth to bring war to Afghanistan. He developed a strategy. I don't need to take risks. I send others to get killed. If others kill themselves and it causes damage, then I'm a significant man. Two things shape us. We all want the same 6 needs. The difference is, what are your top 2? If your top need is certainty, you're moving in one direction. If it's variety/adventure, another. If it's significance, you're moving one way. If it's love, another. And sometimes we have conflicts in these areas. Also, how do you get it? Do you get certainty by eating? By working out hard and feeling in control? Do you take charge? You can meet your needs in positive, negative, or neutral ways. What I get people to see is, change is never about willpower long term. I have a lot of willpower, you do too. You wouldn't have done what you've done, but willpower is not enough. When you align your needs with something that gives you certainty, variety, growth, now it sticks. Think about your businesses. How many of your needs are met? How certain are you that you'll find a way to succeed? Very high 10. How much variety is there? Tons 10. How significant do you feel in your contribution? Unique and special 10. Connection and love. You have it with your team and your mission 10. Growth 10. Contribution 10. So you can go 50 hours in a 24-hour day and still be energized. Because all your needs are met, it's not work, it's fulfillment. Now tell me something you hate to do, something you hire others for. You said compliance, legal, HR. Let's take HR. Certainty 4, variety 4, significance 5, connection/love 4, growth 4, contribution 6. Almost everything sub 5. No wonder you're not driven to do that. But someone else might love HR because for them, they're certain. They've done it a lot. They get variety. It's new problems each time. They grow. Maybe they listen to audiobooks while they do it. People who love something have found a way to meet at least 3-4 of these needs doing it. If they meet all 6, it's effortless. Same in relationships. If you meet 1 need in a relationship, the person knows you. 2 needs, they're a friend. 3 needs, deep friendship. All 6, you've got to love. Slave, I've worked with hundreds of thousands of couples. You always hear, I gave her/him everything, except what they needed. Or they'd still be there. No one says, I feel so certain that they love me. We have so much variety and connection. We're growing and contributing together. I'm out of here. It doesn't happen. When something meets at least 3 of your needs, whether a belief, behavior, or emotion, you become addicted. Whether it's positive or negative doesn't matter. So ask yourself, are you chasing certainty or love? Significance or connection? Are your needs guiding you to grow or slowly breaking you down? Because the truth is, you don't need more time, money, or talent. You need alignment. When your deepest needs and your highest values meet, you become unstoppable. This isn't about willpower. This is about rewiring your drive. Change your needs, change your life. It's time to stop reacting and start designing the life you were born to live.